We can be heard live and direct. Yaggah, 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 yaggah. All right. Yes, please let us know if you guys can hear us. I know we got some music in the background. We do appreciate all the love and support and the patience. I want to rap behind the beat right now. But you know what I'm saying? Oh, I think I can hear myself let it clear. Yes, indeed. All right. We live. We got brother Calvin.J.Worthen coming up live. All right, I can hear. Okay, I heard myself not ain't clear. Good. We back again. I think I have to go on Instagram over there. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, what up? What up? Instagram there with the DMO. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. This is a Saturday. It's hot. Please drink some water. Whatever y'all do, please drink some water. With all the goodness, just drink some water. Stay hydrated at all costs. You know, we're gonna have a really, really freestyle show today. We got brother Calvin. Now I know it's hot, but I don't want y'all to be hearing the fan up like that. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Dr. Shine. You already know Dr. Shine. Splendid indie in the building. You know what I'm saying? What can I say? But we're gonna start the show right now because we are going live right now. So what can I say? What can I say, yo? What can I say? Yaggah, yaggah. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Yes, indeed. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Thank you all for joining us today. Most definitely. We'll just play some more Habico 2 or vibe, brand new, most definitely. And we also play some Master Kennedy, good vibes, because you know we're good vibing at the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. And we play some Emmanuel de Togolese featuring the Master just at 18. And General Chefari Ja is love, most definitely. And some little spices of Lord featuring Compto Ovo Limon. And of course, one of my favorites, Dorco and Aria Star Disturbing You. Yes, indeed. You already know this is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. We are live and direct. We appreciate all the love and support from Phoenix via the Ivory Coast, via somewhere in Europe or South America. We do appreciate all the love and support for those out there who are following us via KRDP 90.7. But before we do, I would like to let you know that we have a special guest coming up live and direct right now. But before that, Dr. Sham, would you please help me with the bills? Yaggah, yaggah.
This announcement on KRDP.
Yeah, some
This announcement on KRDP is brought to you by the Public Information Committee of Alcoholics Anonymous, providing a 12-step program to those recovering from alcoholism. More information at 480-834-9033 or aamesaaz.org.
Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. And also I just want to let you know, that we got some activities going on in the community. So I do appreciate everybody out there who are joining us, and also networking with us, KRDP, the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, pretty much just the whole movement, just appreciate all the love and support that everyone out there is giving us, most definitely. So we, like I said, big shout out to the Ceremony Cigar and Coffee Lounge, because I know they'll be doing some good things out there. I know we have our Fuego Fridays and also First Fridays, most definitely out there. So big shout out to the Ceremony Cigar and Coffee Lounge. And I know today there is a bearded raised barbecue, a celebration going on. Big shout out to Brother Ray all the way from the East Coast, from Maryland, coming down here in Phoenix, bringing Black business, alive in Phoenix, Arizona. So big up to Bearded Ray back here. That's going to be out here at the Ceremony Cigar, most definitely celebrating networking today and tomorrow. And I can get the address is 7150 North 57th Avenue. That's Glendale, Arizona. So you can come and celebrate and network. And y'all might see some of our KRDP hosts out there networking with us and supporting the movement. Most definitely, you already know how we do. And also, I would like to let you know we had a show about Sir the King. Big shout out to Sir the King, most definitely, and the family. Next Friday, there's a birthday celebration remembering Sir the King with Unity Group, most definitely, and that will be held at the Santan Heights community. And that is celebrating Sir the King's 18th birthday. So everybody out there that's related to Sir the King, you can come and show some love and celebrate life, most definitely. And also next Sunday, we are having the Cafe Sunday starting at 3 p.m. Big shout out to United Network and also Yaggah Movement Radiocast. We have to make sure that we keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's the fall, going to the Christmas. You know already. KRDP is going to be at your doorsteps. You know what I'm saying? From the east to the west, from the north to the south. We're coming up live and direct.
What about Halloween and Thanksgiving?
Oh man, all that stuff. Man, we're going to Christmas too. I said Christmas too. I said Christmas too. You know what I'm saying? Christmas, we're coming out your door with them trees. You know what I'm saying? With them jumping through the snow with the trees, indeed. But you already know how we do. And now, before we got Brother Calvin live and direct program. Directed at KRDP. Now, before we jump on to the live interview, we got some news that we would like to share with y'all. Dr. Shaw, would you please help me with the news? Because I know we got some news that was pretty devastating, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, we got some people who got arrested, supposedly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Tell me. I want to know what's going on. What's going on?
Former Trump advisor Peter Navarro was found guilty Thursday of 2 counts of criminal contempt of Congress for defying a subpoena from the House Committee charged with investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. So a federal jury deliberated for less than 4 hours before issuing the verdict. So it was a pretty quick verdict there. Navarro, 74, joined Steve Bannon as the second former Trump official to be prosecuted for not cooperating with the select committee.
Wow.
So a lot of people are surprised there, but
surprise, it's the American justice. Is it working? Yeah.
As far as other sentencing, a judge has sentenced that 70s show actor Danny Masterson to 30 years to life in prison.
I blame Scientology for that. I blame Scientology. Yeah, I blame Scientology. I'm sorry, y'all. For those out there, you know what I'm saying? But it's sad for him. Love the show. That 70s show. For those out there who are not used to that 70s show, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the greatest shows, and he was one of the greatest actors. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, he got charged for raping 2 women.
Well, that's what happened. That's what he got charged with?
Yeah, he got charged with, that's what he got charged with.
30 years.
Yeah, and he went to court for that. But
in violation of the vote.
I don't know. But yes, Dr. Shine.
Well, taking it overseas, the U.S. could begin withdrawing troops from Niger in the coming weeks, according to 2 U.S. officials, which would mark a significant change to the American military presence in the country following a coup that toppled the democratically elected government in Miami in late July. So we had kind of talked about it a couple weeks ago when we talked about the coups that were happening and how the neighboring countries had started to partner with, and the U.S. had kind of said that funding and presence might decrease depending on which way that goes. So we'll be continuing to follow that in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, indeed. I told you about insurrection and coup d'etat. So for those out there who don't understand that, it's the same thing, but one is more white collar crime. You know what I'm talking about? Yaggah. Yes, Dr. Shine. I want some more news, Dr. Shine. I want some more news. Yes.
More news. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, The principal of Bunnell Elementary School at Flagler County, Florida, has resigned from her post weeks after an assembly was held for Black 4th and 5th grade students who were collectively told to improve their school performance according to the school district. So Donnell Evanson, principal at Bunnell Elementary School, has informed Superintendent LaShakia Moore that she is resigning. So the district said that on Thursday in a news release. So Evanson and a teacher were placed on administrative leaves days after the August 18th assembly that singled out African American students from the 2 grades, and that was reported on CNN. So
that is crazy. What is going on with the educational system? I know you're up in books, but this is Florida, right? Yaggah. Next news.
1 month after the deadly wildfires that destroyed the historic town of Lahaina and other areas in Maui, the number of missing people has dropped to 66. Hawaii Governor Josh Green said in a news statement on Friday, the revised number of people missing was a startling drop from the list released last week, in which it was 385 people who were listed as missing. So the missing tallies have fluctuated drastically, but it is good news that the number has dropped to 66.
That's good. I mean, at least it wasn't what the news said earlier. They were making it drastically big, as if it was a very big issue. But I'm glad that the number reduced, most definitely. So, yes, indeed. And any more news? I know the artist, one of the artists passed away. I know Jimmy Buffett also passed away, and also one of my artists that I used to listen to back in high school. Man, I'm so sorry. I just trying to get the name right. I do apologize out there. It's from Smash Mouth. For those out there who know, hey, now you're an all style. Get your show on. Yes. What's his name? He passed away. Kevin Coleman, passed away at the age of 56. Rest in peace, and shout out to his family. Definitely, very, like I said, memory, man. Like the 90s. I'm saying the 90s. Music 90s. I'm saying, like just musical talents that we lost. I'm saying, most definitely. Before we jump on our interview, we're gonna play some more music for y'all. We got Brother Calvin in the building, live and direct. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. So y'all stay tuned, y'all. Yaggah. Yeah.
This mic set up for you. Right here.
On Yaggah Movement. Check out my new single, My Shepherd. It's available on YouTube, Apple.
All right. Can you hear us?
Stay strong, never give up.
Instagram, I didn't share you guys. I'm sorry. I'm over there. You know what I'm saying? This is a special request. Actually, I gotta go on. Well, I gotta say that this is a very, very special request via KRDP on behalf of Brother Calvin.J.Worthen. Yes, indeed. This is Bilal sometimes. Yes, indeed. For the ladies. Yaggah. Ow. All right, Brother Calvin. Got your request, man. You know what I'm saying? We stay ready. You know what I'm saying? We make sure the children
Let's do it.
we're not here of that A word.
There's another one in there too.
There's another one in there?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's bad.
You know what?
Shit. I say shit, but I don't know if it's bad.
I don't know. I think we are PG-13. You know what I'm saying? We are PG-13. So nobody will be able to hear that, you know what I'm saying? But we did work on the, you know what I'm saying? See, y'all see already? Y'all see already? Y'all see already? I think we're having a live karaoke right now. Live karaoke.
Man, Bilal, shout out to
You know what
Bilal.
I'm saying? Live
Here
karaoke.
too. Hey, big shout
Hold
out
on.
to Deion Sanders. 2 victories for Deion.
2 victories. Oh, prime time.
Dion.
Prime time.
That's that 90s. They don't know about
Man,
Dion.
they don't know about them.
They don't know about Dion. They know about prime time. They don't know about Dion.
Big shout out to Dion saying
Big
that,
shout.
you know what I'm saying, 2-0. 2-0. Then start hiring us, man. You know what I'm saying? Start hiring us.
Haters out here.
Assuming that we can do it, man. You know what I'm saying? And all those, you know, all those folks that look like me, that keep on doubting us. Doubting us. Stop doubting Dion Sanders on the real. You know what I'm saying?
Just because he
You know what I'm saying? Just because.
Y'all don't have no other reason. Just
you know what I'm saying? And you guys have the opportunity,
man.
you know what I'm saying, to help this brother out. Oh no. Man's going somewhere where he's going to help.
They just ain't got a naysay on him, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And the commentators the whole time in the game
Man.
talking about his son because he didn't throw 20 guys. He only threw 396 or something like that. But you know what? The young man won the game. He won the game. I'm talking about they had to lead the whole time.
Right.
But you know they're messing up on here and they're doing, that was a mistake. They shouldn't have did that.
Man, that's some fancy stuff.
Shut up.
Y'all already know.
Commentators.
Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? NCAA football, they be hitting on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Dion. You know, like I said, I was happy. I was so happy that he won last Saturday while we were doing the show. You know what I'm saying? And what I kept hearing is, you know, just like that MSNBC, you know what I'm saying? Interview. I ain't gonna say nothing, but you know what I'm saying? The commentators, you know what I'm saying, from other networks, which I'm not gonna mention, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, you know what I'm saying, dissing the brother. I mean, not only that, it's like, you know,
Listen,
some of us.
He was not intellectual.
Yeah.
They didn't think he had the intellect to coach a football team at this white level, you know, these high level, whatever they want to call it. Now, these are human beings. These are regular cats out there. And he trained this young man to do just as well as they did. Like,
I mean, and he's also playing the game. He's also playing.
Don't bring that up. Let's stop with that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
there are no coaches.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, they're all doing it. He's doing it better.
There are no coaches in the NCAA that have his record.
Well,
not name one. Not a head coach.
Well,
none of them have played. None of them have won. Nothing. And so he, you know what I'm saying? He out there on his own, but they critiquing him like he a novice when he's already won. He was on the field with it. So that's how they coming in. They come in like, oh, he don't know. This coaching is different. You know, it takes managerial, it takes leadership, it takes all of those things that he might not have. You know, that's how they did us.
I'm just saying, look,
mess with it.
I will get. Look, I just said, Brother Calvin just said it, y'all know. I mean, look, man, I'm just saying, okay. You know, big shout out to Prime Time.
Much love.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For was that HBCU?
It was.
You know what I'm saying? HBCU. For the HBCU schools out there who don't support the folks who actually care about the children in education and uplifting.
It's another conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Which
we talk about the HBCUs and we got to talk about the white. You know that goes in the HBCUs that gets misallocated. So all of these HBCUs, outside of maybe two of them, was founded by white doctors, bro. Like the more. That's Rockefeller's. That's Rockefeller's wife. Spelman, Rockefeller's wife.
Yes.
That's Rockefeller's son.
Yes, that's true. That's fact.
I mean, all this is white money. You know what I'm saying? Even the fact that our everything is less than is because that's how the money stipulates that we can't be innovators.
Right.
That's why most of the HBCUs are agricultural, you know, and they don't have the top of the line ag equipment. They don't have the top of the line technology equipment. They don't have access to STEM. If you want to go to black colleges and do coding, which one? Pick one. They ain't got one that's going to teach us coding. Man. We got to go to a white institution to learn that. So, you know, I wanted to go to black colleges. I did. But I'm happy I didn't, because had I gone there, found out how much whiteness was involved in the making of it, I would have flipped out on the campus.
I read that a few years ago. I read that a few hours ago. So all those HBCU was like the Rockefeller. I want to say dark money. Yeah. I want to say the mafia was involved.
Well, all of them was involved because we had to listen. Yes. It was about relegating and marginalizing a community. You can get as many of these colleges as you want to. Y'all gonna have dances and praises and homecoming and battles of the bands. Y'all can keep that over there. But you can't do that over here. And we gonna guard who gets to come to our places.
Right.
But we'll make a place for you because like most of these older white gentlemen, they believe like Eisenhower did. They believe like Roosevelt did. The educational system was designed to keep poor people poor. Designed to keep poor people poor. Designed to keep the people without resources.
Right.
So ain't nobody doing nothing different. Like
I ain't saying anything. I didn't say anything today.
Had I been on the campus,
God bless America.
I wouldn't have been going to class. There would have been a rap going on somewhere like change the name.
Wow.
You got me over here sporting these white people, these oppressors' names. The children of the oppressors. That's the school I'm going to. No offense to anybody that went. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
Man, I
get
love
your education. I love education, but I don't like institutional racism.
Right.
I don't like systematic racism. I don't like any of the white supremacy that's involved in it. So it's hard for me because I got children that's talking about going to black colleges. And I'm saying, well, you better go to the one that got a black name. You better go to the Tuskegee. You better go somewhere that got
somewhere that has representation.
I mean, it was all of them saying
representation.
That's my man. I read I don't know if anybody read Up From Slavery.
No.
Booker T. Washington's.
Okay.
Yeah. Chapter.
First chapter, break it all down.
No, it's a heartbreaker.
Oh, really?
It's when he starts the day he starts the book off on the Emancipation Proclamation. He was like 9 years old. He details the general showing up to the plantation. And what happens is that the people end up rejoicing, and he begins to describe the conditions of the particular plantation. They didn't have a big plantation. There wasn't a big house. There wasn't no. Matter of fact, the overseers, the white people that was overseeing them, needed to eat by his mother. They couldn't fix their own food. They couldn't build a fence around the plantation for the border. They couldn't do anything but be the supervisors, the white faces.
Wow.
Woo! That's the first chapter. Up from slavery.
Up from slavery.
Up from slavery. First chapter. I was so heartbroken. Talking about they had to make the overseers clothes out of like sacks. Yes. Burlap sacks.
Whoa.
They're sleeping on the floor with them. They were sleeping in the slave quarters with the slaves. And his mother was like the head woman, was doing all the cooking and the maintaining and the people. And so all they was there, they was just the overseers, they was just really overseers. They couldn't do the work of the agriculture. They couldn't do the maintenance of the property. None of it. I was reading this like, what is this ridiculousness? This is not the slavery that we get told. We get told about them fat white dudes sitting up in the white colonial house, picking out on the porch. It's like, pick that cotton. Make sure you're using both hands.
Big white house.
With the big clean white house.
Yeah.
None of that was described. It was a dirty, treacherous situation. It was like taking a middle management position at a bad corporation.
Wow.
At a bad place. The crops were not that good. You didn't have the proper water resources. You didn't have the proper housing. You couldn't take vegetables and store them anywhere. He describes this whole situation. So there were levels of plantations, like the Walmart of the plantations, and then the mom and pop plantations. But they don't give it to us like that. No. They only show us the Walmart plantations in the movies. But it was a whole bunch of white people in these positions, these middle management positions. They were the Slavics or the Eastern Europeans that were assigned to watch over the plantation, but had no skills.
Okay.
They had nothing. They had to get the food. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in the sky. Yeah.
That's
We're live right now. We're having some discussion, man. Y'all already know it's Saturday. Mr. Clean B, what can I say? Yaggah all day. Yes, indeed. You know how we do. Yeah. Oh, we back again.
I can't be yelling right now. This mic.
Oh, this mic is hot. Hot. Drive it like it's hot. Let me make sure that we are hearing. We are back again live and direct via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. We play Bilal sometime, special request, and we have our Africa Nation Diaspora of the Day. Big shout out to Central Africa Republic, most definitely. And we play my brother Giovanni Kiengi Sheko, he was here a few weeks ago, live and direct. So big shout out to Giovanni, man. And so now, before we jump on our live interview, Dr. Sean, would you please help us with some bills? Yaggah.
Programming on KRDP is supported by Gifts Anon, 12-step book and gift store since 1977. Located on South corner of Scottsdale and Shea, open Monday through Saturday. More information at 480-483-6006. Gifts Anon. 2 words on Facebook.
Yaggah, yes. We have live, yes, indeed, direct via KLDP. Brother Calvin.J.Worthen, most definitely coming up out here. Thank you. We do appreciate all the patience, and we do apologize for the technical difficulty, but we are live. We live and direct. We are live, and we ain't going nowhere. I sound like P. Diddy. Per day right now. We ain't going nowhere. Brother Calvin.
Hey.
Yes, indeed. Yaggah. Welcome to Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Hey, man. The Yaggah Movement Radiocast has been going on a long time. I think I've been a guest on like twice at this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the invite, man. I'm glad to be back up here.
Well, we're making history, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make history every day, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you watch it on the YouTube, I want to give a quick shout out
to
Mel McKay.
Yes, indeed.
On Instagram. This is the jacket I got from Mel McKay.
Oh.
She designed this, so you know what I'm saying? If you like the threads, I want to give a big shout out. Her and her son, I seen them at the Brophy event we did in February. My son got me this, man. He got me this one here, man. I got the tag on it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm flexing over here.
All right on.
Black on business.
Black on business right now.
The whole 9.
Well, you better come with us next year. You know what I'm saying? Wakanda forever, y'all. 2024, y'all. While y'all being out there, voting, I'm gonna be out there somewhere, traveling in the jungle and the infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but definitely, I'm bringing my dollars there. Bringing my dollars there.
I got you. I'll bring some dollars with me as well.
Yes, man. I appreciate for you to come here, man. Definitely, man. Thank you for coming. And I know we've been family since I got here since 2016. Long time. It's been a while. I got gray hair and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I know that now we went from radio things to KRDP. Brand new, you know what I'm saying? A whole new vibe, a whole new station for the community. Most definitely, before I even start, going on KLDP, I want to ask you real quick. I know I probably never asked that before, but what started your journey on joining radio, like radio broadcast? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, before radio, before you know what I'm saying, KRDP, before I met you, you know what I'm saying, before the Denzel Washington, you know what I'm saying, status quo. So why did you start? You know what I'm saying? Because this is very important.
So when I was very young, I was in the church.
Yeah.
I was a minister, and my voice was very distinguished.
Oh, right on.
So at about 15, I had a chance to go into a radio studio.
Oh, wow.
I got a chance to be on like a you ever saw like what they do? It was on BET, like the teen show, like the teen
106 Impala.
Yeah, something like that where but it was like a white dude. It was a very mixed crowd of students. It was young people.
Right on.
And in that conversation, one of the producers was like, "Yo, man, we heard everything you said. Your voice was great. Blah blah blah." I was about 15 years old. Like I ain't paying no mind. I was really in the church at the time. So I got to college, and there was I had some credits, open electives to take, and there was an opportunity to take an elective at in the communications department, which I feel like I should have got a communications degree out of 4.4. A great I've been in communications, but so I took this class, and they gave me 12 to 2 late night, and it was a campus radio. And so yeah. And I went to I was very Christian at the time, so I went to a Christian college, and I was playing like Christian rap music in 2000, which
that's when it was just getting started.
Yeah, nobody really knew who I knew, and I was knowing some people, and I was able to get in. I messed with the cross movement. I was able to.
Okay, I remember them.
Yeah, there was a lot of like youth ministry events that I would host.
Okay.
You know, they would have me be the MC to introduce whatever. You know, I did that a lot before I turned like 21, just all over. One time I hosted for Billy Grant at the Metrodome.
Oh wow.
85,000. Yeah, it was 85,000 people at the Metrodome.
Wow.
Opened up, hosted that for him, opened up the whole, did the offering, did the prayer for the offering, you know, hosted, you know, Michael W. Swift, all them on there.
All right,
So,
right
you know,
on, right on. History.
I was just being told about my voice, you know, all the time, just like all these things. So I did this college thing, and you know, I got an A in the class. It was great class. You know, I showed up and did my thing on the radio. And it was at the end of the year though. It was at the end of my 4 years.
Oh,
so
okay.
I didn't want to. I'm gonna commit to this. You know, no, I'm good. And so I just, you know, I had a little archive of that radio. Then I went to paraprofessional. I was a para at the school, and the school was North High School, and it had a radio station in it.
Wow.
And I was actually working with some of the special like EBDs, special ed kids.
Yeah.
And they had a class in the radio station, and they needed help with some of their projects. So I got in and was helping them. People didn't know that I knew how to do all this. They didn't know that I knew anything about the board.
The board and all stuff.
Mhm.
Mixing.
I was doing that in church. I was helping with the sound and things up. So they didn't know I knew anything.
Okay.
And I helped a kid who supposedly had special needs with a project, and he did a good job with the project. At the end of the year, they asked me if I would teach the class, and that was in 2006. I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I had to go and get my teacher's license and my master's. And at the same time, I started this radio show called Blue Friday. It was a very, very successful show on Friday nights in Minneapolis. 0.5.
Oh wow.
And I mean, that was the jump. It was just the opportunities, like the opportunities coming in. And what I saw was that there was not enough of us in radio.
Yeah.
And then there was not enough education about radio. This has been kind of an esoteric field. You know, everybody doesn't want you to know how all this stuff works, but really it's not complicated right now. In 2023, radio is not complicated at all. So it's kind of a, you know, like my revolutionary contribution is to teach, you know, digital media arts. So that's how I got into it. You know, at that school at North, they gave me the first teaching job. And then because I was tenured, I stayed there for like 5 years. I ended up getting tenured. And so that means that the district can tell you what to teach.
Yes.
And so they were going to send me to teach 5th grade English.
Oh, that's a big change.
Ooh.
And I ran to Arizona. I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm
no,
good with
no.
that.
No English, no snow. Yes,
Wow, that's a big change. That's a big change because I actually, you know, with all those experience, you know, on break. So you know, now that you are at KLDP, how did you become the program director? Just, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, I mean, all those experience. Now you're the program director.
Yeah.
What was the step? Because you know, I almost threw the election away. You know what I'm saying? I was like, vote no. I don't. I refuse.
You tried to be the Santas right
I'm
there.
trying to be the Santa number 45. You know what I'm saying? It was recount. Yeah, recount.
Okay, so I met Kaja at Even.
Right on. Big shout out to Kaja Brad. Yes,
so
indeed.
he's at the Institute of Technology. I was over there on a summer contract as a program director for their radio station program.
Right.
And you know, found out that my contract was not going to be extended.
Like ESPN, like
was there, Victor was there, some other people, some other radio heads in
yeah,
the valley were there.
right
And
on.
essentially, I was told that I'm not going to be able to continue with Even. And Kaja actually approached me afterwards and was like, "Hey, bro, you should come check out Radio Phoenix." But, you know, I didn't really hear what he said at first because I was trying to wipe my own tears. And
Yes.
he just handed me my job. Like, bro, nah, you're not doing this. Like, so I hey, you better back up, bro. I don't even know about no Radio Phoenix, bro. So it took, you know, that was in 2013. It took like a year.
Interesting.
Out here,
Yeah.
to like just look at the place.
Right.
And sit with Kaja and talk with him. And essentially, man, you know, when he kind of gave me the the details of, you know, the workings and the mission, I was like, man, how can I take over?
Nice.
I mean, that's, you know, to be subtle with it and short
Yes.
with it, you know, there was a lot that I saw that he could use some resources that I had in terms of education. And
Right.
he was providing the community service
Right,
of
right.
educating people. And I was like, bro, let's do this, man. You know, born in 79, man. That's my bro. That's my
Man.
bro. A little bit before me.
The 70s, man. Oh my God, says this. And I'm gonna put on my disco, album right now. You know what I'm saying?
Special year 79, bro.
Yeah. So big shout out to the 79 babies out there, most definitely, man. What can I say? Before we go on break, Dr. Shaw, would you please help us pay some bills real quick?
Sure.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
One way
indeed.
listeners like you can support KRDP is becoming one of our sustaining donors. Your financial gift supports the diverse programming you hear on KRDP. It also provides opportunities for youth, interns, and members of the Valley community to learn radio broadcasting and for coverage of local arts, culture, and politics. And don't forget, your financial contribution is tax deductible. For more information or to sign up to become a KRDP sustaining donor, call 602-254-6636 or visit our website, KRDP.com, and click the donate button on the top menu. We thank you for your generous support of KRDP.
Yaggah. Y'all stay tuned because the interview is not done yet. You know what I'm saying?
Just
We know, like MSNBC, like they did with Vivek, the Republican guy. We're going to make sure we got, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're going to win the award for the best questionnaire of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got proof and receipts. Most definitely, man, because this is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Mr. Clean Beat, Dr. Shine, Brother Calvin, and the building. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yo. Yaggah. Oh, I'm hot. Woo.
I love that you just keep reading. Just keep reading. Funding for KRDP costs.
All right, we're gonna go on break.
They don't know what it is.
Break.
They don't know nothing.
Break.
Just keep
We're going
going.
break.
That's excellent. I like that setup.
Oh, you got the y'all see? You know what I'm saying? KLDP. We need that. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned.
the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. Y'all, to the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all, to the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all, to the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, beach, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all. To the beat, the beat, the beat, y'all. To the beat, to the beat, to the beat, y'all.
Hi, we are live. Right, am I doing things like this? Like, just delaying things. You're looking to my mic. You're looking to my microphone because I'm trying to extend all the way up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we are back again. We are back again. Mr. Indy, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Shine. Guest of the day, yes indeed, Brother Calvin is building. What can I say? You know what I'm saying? Program director at KRDP 90.7 to the East Valley, Phoenix, Arizona. Big shout out to Mesa, Tempe, Gilbert, Apache Junction. For those out there in Glendale, the west side, the south side, you know what I'm saying?
We'll be there. 2024. 2024.
We got 3 more months to go, y'all. 3 more months to go. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, y'all can go and type. Let's say number 2, KRDP.com. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? We shout everybody out there. But
Okay, here we go.
So let's just say 2024. Let's raise because he said the winter is bad. You know, which is good to know. So we know going up there, it's gonna be an issue.
And we need some towels.
Oh, yeah.
We need some towels
like,
on the south side of that too, yo.
Hold on, man.
But we are going to continue the interview. Yes, indeed.
We got the 28th.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell them about the 28th. We're gonna have a dance party in this building.
Oh, we have
Dance
September
party.
28th. September 28th. September. Wait, hold on.
October 28th, brother.
Oh, October.
Remember, it's October 31st is the actual birthday.
Oh.
But the Saturday before, we're gonna do a dance party here. Best dressed costume contest.
Oh.
We got sustaining donors. Donor at whatever level.
Who's calling me right
comes
now?
with a certain amount of tickets at the level.
Yeah.
And then if you are not a sustaining donor, you got to pay $90.70. Support 90.7.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time. So I guess tomorrow's gonna be a lot of the details because I'm gonna be delegating.
All right. But that's the 28th.
28th of October.
Oh, no, don't worry.
All 3 floors.
I'll be at the house.
About to be wild. And we got the courtyard, the vendors and that. We'll try to do a celebration here. Potentially a community mural.
You cannot work tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So tomorrow should be exciting. I'm ready to give all this away. Finally got some confirms on.
How come you didn't tell me that?
Auction items.
Did you find something to work for you?
Like sports.
Okay.
Auction items for us. So the lounge is going to be down here.
For like raffles.
Because our Mac is going back
to
the
Yeah,
it's going to be great. Yeah.
And this is year 15.
Year 15, King Sierra, And we, you know what? The idea, when I'm talking about it with people, I'm going to tell them we want to celebrate.
No, is everything okay with you?
Yeah.
So it's like 15 and also here, trying to talk to some local artists. See if we can just get them out here and take some pictures.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that.
Yeah. I don't know. Anybody know Mega Ran? Shout out to Mega Ran.
Tonight, but you're not working in the morning.
Trying to get Mega Ran,
So are you
Torrey Masters, some local artists that I know.
But you're not working at 7 a.m.
Some too. We got we'll have a powwow tomorrow.
In the morning, you can
We'll
have
do kind of a little work meet tomorrow and get
So you have to do that
emails and names.
Okay.
Okay. Because I don't know what.
No problem.
To decorate
So I'm
the
going
place
to
like.
see if I can find
Essentially, it's going to be a scavenger hunt.
Oh, wow.
With QR codes.
Okay.
So, but then you be there. So you're
So would you have to code and
Yeah,
scan the QR code.
text me
and
the
it's
time. text me the time, the date and time.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then
take a picture of it, add it to their scavenger hunt. It's going to be on the Google form.
Okay.
So everybody can submit. First 10 or whatever.
okay, so
yeah, we'll
so
work
the
it out.
days that you work. So what I'm going to do is,
Okay.
what I can do is, it's going to be there. Once it's going to be there at nights, what I can do is I can be able to fix your.
We still got a good 30 plus days, you know.
I can fix your pick,
But it just was,
and that way.
For sure. But it's exciting times, and
Yeah.
I just love
Okay, I know
how
people have been changing things.
looking
left and right,
at
so that's why I'm
the
like
the
trying to
progression,
find out what's
Yeah.
going
right?
Oh, yeah.
Because
So you're not
Parity
working
Peak,
to
my
make money.
understanding, became 90.7 FM within this last.
Okay, so I find some.
Okay.
2021.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been 2021 to now.
All right, sister. Well,
Wow.
thank you for letting me know. But you know, just between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. I can answer the phone because I'm doing radio
with the
broadcasting.
studio and everything.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a live
Like we
radio.
didn't have everything. We didn't have this until
You know what I'm saying?
currently.
But I answer the phone though, right? I answer the phone, right?
That's what we recognize.
And so the 15
All
years
right,
is
all
radio.
right.
KRDP.
Radio
no,
Phoenix
was
this is just an online station.
Okay.
And people came in the same manner. They came, they wanted to produce content for Radio Phoenix. So they would go through a training class and use a facility like a media space like we do currently. But it was only for online. So the only change is the FM now.
Oh, that's one of my song right there.
Providing that talk sync.
Can I get it there? Yeah.
You like that?
Sweet, yeah. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh. I'm saying, can I get it there? Yeah.
You got bills to pay, bro.
I got bills to pay. I want to get there. Yeah. Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all my African
Yeah, money, right? You talking about money, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about money. Yeah, money, yeah.
I thought you talking about money, right?
No, I'm talking about money, okay? Talking about that.
For the
Yeah.
song. I'm
No,
saying for the
yeah.
lyrics of the song.
Yes.
You talking about money, right?
It's about money.
I
Yes.
think it's talking about money.
Yeah, it's
I
about
feel
money.
like you talking about money.
Yes.
It's talking about
It's
money.
about,
Bills
I
to
got
pay?
bills to
I'm
pay.
hoping that
It's about the money, you know what I'm saying?
if there's another yam out there.
You know what I'm saying?
Let a brother know.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I will I play the fifth, you know what I'm saying? I play the fifth, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about the other. For the kids, for the children, the children, you know what I'm saying? Care for the children.
For the kids.
I'm just saying, for the kids.
We talking about root vegetables,
You know what I'm
children.
saying? Vegetables, you know what I'm saying?
Vegetables.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cook, you know what I'm saying? Cook, you know what I'm saying? With your seasoning and everything like this.
Coming from the earth, children. We talking about
Growing
them
up, you know what I'm
yams.
saying? I'm just saying.
That's why you gotta have a podcast so we can talk about the yams.
You know what I'm saying now? Yeah.
That's why you gotta have a podcast, bro. That's what we gotta do. And all the listeners want
I
to know
wanna-
what yams he talking about.
FCC, I love you guys. I love you, FCC. I love you, FCC. Right? Whoever's watching right now, we care for the children, okay? We believe the children are the future.
They
Teach them well, let them lead their way. Hashtag sexual chocolate. Yes, indeed.
Sexual.
Yes, indeed.
No, they didn't write that one.
Hey, y'all already know what we do, man. Y'all know
I
what
love
we
Sexual
do,
Chocolate.
man.
That's one of my
You know what I'm
favorite
saying?
bands in the world.
You know what I'm saying? Girls, man. See the drip? You see, I'm not the only one.
Shrimp,
I am
bro.
not. I'm not the only. See, y'all thought I was the
Look,
only
look,
one,
it was all like you can see it, like
Oh,
the drip.
man.
It was all over.
huh?
I just want to sing this for the children.
Silky smooth.
It was silky smooth,
Man, look, when a homeboy fucked up at the McDowell, okay, McDowell, not McDonald, okay, McDowell.
Shout out to
You
Eddie
know what I'm
Murphy.
saying?
I
Shout out
don't
to Eddie
know
Murphy, you know what I'm
if
saying?
Eddie watched community
You know what I'm
radio
saying?
in Phoenix, but
Big shout out, you know what I'm saying?
big shout there.
McDowell, you know what I'm saying? When that brother pull up in that Corvette, that red Corvette, and they got that soul commercial in the back, and before he even got out, first thing he did was look in the mirror,
Check that thing.
check
out,
that
man.
hair,
Check that
make
thing
sure there
out.
was grease all over.
Just let yourself.
flow, so silky smooth.
Ooh.
Man.
Man.
I'm just saying.
She's your queen to be, man. She's your queen to be.
Woo. Man, I'm just saying. Man, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Big shout out to everybody out
Big
there.
shout out. Man.
So October 28th, there's something going on.
28th, man.
You know, say we have a dance thing going on most definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna put it on the page tomorrow. We'll have a website page for the party, the celebration. You'll be able to click on. You become a sustaining donor at a whatever level you can. Each level has its own amount of tickets of interest to the party and drink tickets. So, yeah, we're trying to give them some incentives. Give them a little bit of incentive. Come turn up. Just because we don't have alcohol on the campus, the police will be here, so we can't turn up like that.
No alcohol like that, y'all.
No. We get to have it. We just don't get to turn up.
Turn up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Just have it consumed. Like Ted Cruz when he was drinking his beer, but they have to hide the label.
No. We want them to purchase from us.
Oh,
we want y'all to purchase from us because we get to, as a nonprofit,
y'all hear that, right?
we get to sell alcohol at our events 10 times a year.
Oh, wow.
So we just have to get the paperwork and the processing done, all that work, But that's at the state of Arizona. That's what they give nonprofits.
Oh,
10 days to get a liquor license.
Turn up for 10
We
days.
get to turn up for 10 days. So we're gonna pick our one.
wee.
And then if we can get another one in December.
I mean, that's a lot. We can get them all in.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Well, this place is like hot. And so I'm thinking like June, July, I don't do nothing.
Right.
But August, September, October, November, December, January, February.
Captain Black, blessings.
Might be-
Big Black, you already know how we do. Real love, yes indeed. Big shout out to Captain Black, y'all. Yes, indeed. I know right now we are buffering, so I do apologize for all the buffering going on right now. But definitely, I want to make sure y'all give a shout out to Captain Black. Yes, indeed. So you can follow him up on YouTube. And we're going to start the show. You already know. And I'm just saying.
So we're gonna work out.
You are big shout out to MZ Mene for giving us a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Because after I'm a king. Yes, after I'm a king. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to all the ladies out there who give us props for being king and your dome. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? All we need is just some love and appreciation and some hug and say, hey man, thank you for paying the bill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you for paying the bill. Yaggah.
Or
yes,
indeed. The trash out.
Yeah. Yes. Yaggah, man. I have to give a big shout out to all the ladies out there, man. You know what I'm saying? All the queens out there who are appreciating us, men, for doing the Yaggah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go to a grocery store, shopping to buy them pads. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Every 20 from the 25th to the 1st.
Looking like
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, like I was like,
there are other women down. Like, I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah. And it was like, you're doing a great job. You are such a man. I'm like, right.
Right on. Dead animals. Any dead animals. Yeah. We gotta go clean those up. We gotta go pick those up.
Yes, indeed.
That bird died in our yard. That's mine.
Thank you all for appreciating us. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for appreciating us. You know what I'm saying? We are back again. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Clean B, Dr. Shine, Brother Calvin. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going nowhere because we got some for y'all, so y'all can be educated about KLDP, and you know that we are serious and we ain't going nowhere. Like P. Diddy said, we ain't going nowhere. We are just down the stairs. Yaggah. And but before we go on, Dr. Sean, would you please help us pay my bills? Because I got some bills to pay. The yams. I got to pay them yams, you know what I'm saying? Yaggah.
Business sponsorship on KRDP is provided by Local First Arizona, a statewide nonprofit designed to grow locally owned businesses. Ever think about where money goes when it's spent? Eating local, buying local, and banking keeps money moving through our community, creating more jobs and improving prosperity for everyone. From shipping to banking, local spending empowers Arizona's economy. Find out more info at banklocal. KRDP.com, hashtag move your money.
Yaga, yaga, yaga. Yes.
Shout out to Local First.
Shout out to Local
They're gonna
First.
be doing a festival out here in November. We're gonna be helping them out.
Oh well.
Yeah, big festival out here, Local First Festival. You know, all the
No-
local businesses, everything. Local First Arizona, big shout out to you.
November 1st. I put that
Not
on.
first. It's gonna be in November.
And November
Brother,
somewhere.
brother right here.
You know
got
what I'm
all the
saying?
dates in his
Well,
head.
we keep y'all tuned and keep your update because I got November 2023 right now on my speed dial. You know what I'm saying? And
we'll have something written up. You'll see the little change in the writing, but you know,
Ooh.
shout out to Local First, man.
Local First.
Really, it's a collection of a lot of local businesses, man. Resources and collaboration happening here in Arizona. Very excited.
Yaga. And also, I want to give you a little community activism going on, you know, some weekend stuff going on. So I already told you already about the Bearded Ray Backyard Barbecue that's going on at the Ceremony Cigar today and tomorrow, most definitely. So y'all can come and check out, you know what I'm saying, Black support, Black business, Black excellence. And also next Friday, there's a birthday celebration. Big shout out to Sir the King's family, most definitely. Shade 7, she was here with Vanilla Scott. Big shout out to them for actually showing support to Yaggah Movement Radiocast. And we want to show them support for all of y'all to actually come and show support to Sir the King life celebration, who would have turned 18 years old on Friday of this month. And that will be held at the St. Anne Heights community. So come out there. You can check on Instagram, Facebook, or my page, most definitely, and see more information about it. And Sunday is coming up on September 17th. A lot of jazz, networking going on. You know, some little activity going on and some singing. I don't know if I'm going to be singing. I told y'all I sound like I say I sound like Millie Vanilli. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget my number. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, for Braces concert.
Concert.
Oh, wow. You know, big shout out to her.
Yeah, I just heard
Oh,
Nick
man.
name.
Oh, wow. Minnie Vanelli. Okay, well, Minnie Vanelli, I'll be getting them tickets, y'all. Let me know where y'all be at so I can make sure I get my cameras and my little iTunes so I can make sure I can record all your voices. Yaga.
You know, they got an
Oh,
unsung. They got an unsung. That's real.
Oh, man. I watched that. No, actually, not the unsung. The VH1. The VH1. Oh, my man. I'm like, the music industry, how would you lie to me about
weird?
That was a weird time. You know what I'm saying? But until that one cassette tape, you know what I'm saying? Something, you know what I'm saying?
Sing me a song.
Sing me a song right now, and then the cassette tape, I kept reminding you. Never mind. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I still love it. You know what I'm saying? Look, Minnie Vanelli, y'all can catch them up on YouTube, y'all. Yaga. Welcome back again, Brother Calvin. Thank you for staying. Thank you. I know I asked you some deep questions, you know what I'm saying, earlier, you know what I'm saying? It was some question about, you, but I appreciate that you actually educate us about your background and also join KLDP as well. So for all of us to actually know, all of those educational, tools that you have for you to educate us as well. So do appreciate all the knowledge that you bring us to us. Now, one question I want to ask you is, what does radio, because I know, now, we have, we got the iPad, we got radio has changed, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I still believe that, radio, just like media, is still the strongest tool in human mind, by human psyche. We just saw number 45, the same way he just did with the Truth Show, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, but to you, what role does radio, especially KRDP, plays in the community building moving forward from 2023 moving forward? Yaga.
So, I mean, the radio in America has always been for mass communication, getting a message out, getting information out. And because we're in public radio, we, in our application to the FCC,
right,
we have committed to making sure that we serve the public. Commercial radio, who is just serving economy and industry, they don't serve the public. They're not going to play music for you that's going to be uplifting and enlightening. They're going to play whatever the pop top, 40, the charts, and then the advertisements and the sponsorships that you'll hear on there are not always going to be something beneficial for you. It's just going to be a business trying to sell their product. But when you think about community radio, and what its design is to empower the community, is to make the community aware of its resources, to make the community aware so that the community can have a voice. And even though that there are other like technologies right now, like, you got other resources, other places you can listen to music, and you can go to podcasts, you can stream off of anything, anywhere.
Yes.
Community radio still provides you the voice of the people.
Yaggah.
You on the podcast, you may not know who these podcast people are. You watching YouTube, you may not even have a connection to them. But you listening to KRDP,
right?
You're gonna see Mr. Clean B at the you see what I'm saying?
Yaggah.
You're gonna see Kaja at the store. You're gonna see us in the community. You're gonna have us present and experiencing this community with you. And we're providing a platform for expression. So, the way this movement is in terms of radio, we're not thinking about the truth.
Yes.
We're not thinking about like, oh, well, everybody's got a podcast, or everybody's got a whatever. When the storm happens and all these, the connections go down, you go back to what you know. And that FM is what you know. That FM is what's going to ride or die. It's been the ride or die through all of the calamity and everything. So,
true.
Is it great in that sort of resource, but also the creative placemaking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we make a space for Black creatives.
Yes.
Nice.
This for us all to come together and share our skills and our artistic expressions through music, through words, through feedback, through questions, our personalities. We make this safe place for us because there is none. So if you want to know the real value of community radio, KRDP, it's that creative placemaking for us. And if you're a supporter of Black and African Americans in the Valley in any facet, if you like our culture, if you're one of us, then help us sustain this. We need this space, this safe space of creative expression, culture building, community building.
Yaggah.
Awesome. So what would you say makes KRDP unique? I know a lot of what you just said, it's based on community radio, but there's some things about KRDP that are just unique to KRDP. Can you expound on that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the idea that initiated all of this was to create this platform that didn't exist for Black people here in the Valley.
Mm-hmm.
There was a 22 year silence in terms of radio broadcasting in the Valley, which means not only is, music that is not being played by us for us, but the opportunities for local businesses, local Black businesses to get promotion were silenced. And there's even documentation about how, we just didn't have the access or the ask to be on a particular radio show, and their whole rate card was astronomical. It wasn't for small Black businesses. It wasn't for startups. What we provide specifically is to aid in those gaps. Mm-hmm. So we have very low sponsorship costs for local businesses. We are under the rate in terms of what other nonprofits or other radio stations might be offering, because we want to make sure that we're catering to our people. And we know in Arizona, we are less than 1% of Black businesses in Arizona, and we 5% of the population. And the article that was written in 2020 about what happens if Arizona reaches parity, like if we had 5%, 6% of Black businesses, the money that Arizona would get from it. I mean, there's so much more that we're trying to provide here in creating a place to echo Black excellence, echo Black business, echo the community spotlights and the athletes that are not being recognized or the artists that are not being recognized. That's what this is, really to build and maintain the community that we so like. We all came here from somewhere.
Yes.
I mean, there's probably a few, homegrowns a part of the crew, but a lot of us came here from somewhere. There was a watering hole. There was a Black spot
Right,
there was a
right.
there was a place on the radio you could tune into and get all the details, and you could hear Ray and Mookie and them call in the whole nine. So we're trying to provide something that and fill this gap that was missing in terms of the Valley and the community support, community recognition. And then I'll say this last part: the conversations that we're going to have in this political upcoming year.
Yes.
Anybody, you get on the list. You're a person of color, and you talking about running. Yeah, this is open. This is an open place for you because they're not going to get platforms other places.
Yes,
This is going to be the platform for political candidates. And this is where we can vet them. And this is where we can have the dialogue and conversation and find out who is actually qualified to get our vote. And not just because you're Black, but let's go ahead and have the conversation.
Right.
And find out what's going on,
Right.
So this is the goal, is to be able to create that kind of space that where we can have our dialogue without propaganda or anybody's messaging saying, let's not talk about it like that. No, we're going to talk about it for us. We know who's listening. We know who we want to listen.
Yep.
And we're going to cater to that audience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we kind of talked about some of the services that are offered at KRDP. We talked about how KRDP spread the community voice. And are there any, we haven't really talked about something that I love about KRDP, which is the education.
The education.
You already know I was going to say it.
Yeah.
You already know I was
What a
gonna say it.
resource to So think about maybe like 2016 to 2017. So I was working with some students who were trying to get into the Cronkite. And for a high school student to make it into, you got to have like a portfolio. You don't get to, it's not a paper application.
Right.
It's a digital portfolio you need to show up with. So, and you need to show up with skills and potentially equipment when you go to college for any of these arts. You're not guaranteed to get access to their studios all the time to use their equipment. It's just like sharing in the classroom. So, you'd have to check something out. So there are students that I was able to meet who brought their own cameras and microphones and little mini studios so that they could just have it in their dorm. They had access to it. They had resources. A lot of the kids that we serve don't have those resources.
Right.
So our educational component to this organization, like firstly, we are an educational nonprofit. Like education is really where we want to dive into arts education, especially. But right now we have digital media arts education. But the plan is to, have education in all these forms, especially in the arts, because arts discovery for us is healing.
Correct. Yeah.
This is how we're gonna heal. They ain't gonna stop being racist. Maybe they might give up at some point, but they really have been. It's 200, 400 years. Come on, they are consistently hating us, and so with that hate that we receiving, we need to be able to have resilient strategies in arts discovery, self-discovery, self-knowledge, all of that, knowing yourself and being able to have a safe space to discover who you are and find out what you like and what you don't like. That's what this is. That's what the education component for Desert Soul Media and KRDP are. Studios. I got to do that part. That was the upgrade. So the Creative Studios is the place where the education happens. Where people can come in and learn how to record and edit sound in a creative space with sound design and hopefully video in the near future. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So how often will opportunities be opening up for people to come in and learn?
So on the website, we got classes Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and there's a floating Saturday morning for people for Saturday and Sunday. We'll have Saturday and Sunday kind of a float. Be able to make those evening nights. But go to the website, listen, number2krdp.com. Check out our calendar, our volunteer calendar. We'd like you to go to the orientation first. We have 2 orientations a month. You go in, you click up, sign up for an orientation, and then you can come and join our Monday, Wednesday, or Saturday or weekend class. It's a 4-hour orientation. I get you introduced to the media center, everything, so you can go in interact and use our equipment to create content for us.
That's awesome.
So the first class is September 11th.
Okay, that's coming up next week.
Yes, September 11th.
In a couple days.
In a couple of days. September, we're trying to go hard right now. So, we'll get it worked out. I think we had a couple people signed up already, and it's only 6 per class. And it's just a 1-day orientation. I know we did the 2-day with you, so we're just going to consolidate everything into the 1 day, and then from there you get to go in and sign up and make your content, create your content for your show. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, very excited about the educational piece. That has been where we've had a ton of success because the work that we do here in audio and digital media, it again to so many people. And like, how were you able to do it? But then when they come to the class and you're like, wait a minute, that's all it took. This is a wave. This is okay. This is great.
Right.
So, it's just really, that's how I make it my days. I get to see people kind of light up and get new information and be like, oh, I can do this, and hear their own voice and hopefully fall in love with it. That's a hard part, but you got to fall in love with it. So
I agree.
So does everybody who comes to volunteer and work with the station, do they all go on air, or are there other volunteer opportunities available?
We have a ton of volunteer opportunities available. So we need people in the music department to help us kind of go through these CDs that we get sent from the different artists and different labels. We're still getting CDs. We're getting albums at some point too. We're getting some albums sent in. So that kind of process is not on air. We just need people to be able to help us categorize, listen, and make sure it's FCC appropriate, and mark on there and let us know what is good and what's not. We also need volunteers to be at these tables at our events. When we do the community events, we love for our volunteers to kind of get a little bit of information about who we are and be able to represent us in those community settings. And also, we just need, we have some people who don't want to be on air. They just want to run the board. They want to be in part of assisting production. We have some folks who are listeners and giving us advice in that form. So, we're taking volunteers at whatever level y'all want to come in at. You don't have to be a great speaker, or you don't have to have radio experience. We're looking for support. We're looking for help, and we need that CD library. We want to be able to have a regular rotation of volunteers showing up to different events. They tabling events for us, and helping out with like production support. A lot of volunteers will find interviews for different shows and kind of support in that way as well. So
okay,
that's pretty good. We're gonna take a little quick break.
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? I told you it was gonna get hot, man. I told you, man. We were coming up like CNN, man.
Yeah, go to the website. Number 2, KRDP.com. Click on volunteer if you want to be volunteer. Yeah. Check it out. That's a good question. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? But we got more questions to vote for you, Brother Calvin, because this is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, and we. Woo!
We gotta keep some of this audio because I don't know if I'm saying it all the way I'm saying it.
This is DJ Akela Minor giving a shout out to Mr. Clean B and the Yaggah Movement, straight from the 313 to the 602. You know how we do. Y'all need to tune in every Saturday between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Check us out at KRDP, that's 90.7 FM, or listen online to listen to KRDP.com. Artists that Afro beats the reggaeton. You need to tune in, y'all page.
One-time donation.
All right.
Donors, business donors, or prize community rewards partners.
Okay.
Those are the 5 ways that they can see.
I just realized Facebook just blocked me off since yesterday. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Joe, until
bro,
until I have 1 minute I have 1 minute before Facebook allowed me to come out of jail.
They put the timer on you?
They put me a timer on me.
Hey, so they put you in timeout.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook jail right now, just so y'all know.
Facebook timeout.
You know what I'm saying? I have to wait 1 more minute.
So you going?
You know what I'm saying?
What
1
else
minute.
put you in the corner?
They got me up for some time. They were like 43 minutes and 40 something seconds. I was
Just
like,
let you in the corner, bro. That's all right.
I was like, man, Facebook.
That's Zuckerberg for you, bro.
Man, Zuckerberg. What's up with that? You know what I'm
What's
saying?
his first name?
You know what I'm saying? Mark something.
Mark.
I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm still on his website.
Yeah.
Should I go on Truth Social? Truth Social?
Oh yeah, I'm not on that one either.
I was gonna join in, but I heard they're going bankrupt.
Yeah, digital money. Ain't nobody going bankrupt. You don't believe none of these people talking about the digital money. They can type and spend some money.
I heard they're
Everybody,
going bankrupt.
they ain't doing it for us, but they can type and spend digital money everywhere. Ain't nobody broke. They don't because the money ain't backed by nothing like that.
No, it's not.
It's not backed by nothing. They click up, find the bank, they click them. That's why these banks is failing because they sending out money that they don't have. It's a shame.
Oh, look, see, it says 343. It's not even, it's 343 now. See?
I just
See,
need
it
somebody
says
to run
you are
one
simply
of them scams for
restricted
us.
from sharing until
I
today.
need somebody to run one of them scams for us.
I guess.
Man. Oh my goodness. On the Instagram, please stop. You ain't gonna give me no money.
For a blessing.
Come on, man. You on something else.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I do apologize for those out there who try and join me on Facebook, but Facebook just blocked me. You know what I'm saying? Facebook just blocked me. So
Because of time, I still want to ask this question, even though I don't think we can ask it once we're like live on air. But I think even just, for the YouTubers and the podcasters.
yes.
And because you have so many years of experience, I want to ask you, what advice would you give an aspiring radio personality or someone interested in working in community-based
Oh,
media?
y'all just give up the question.
Yeah.
We give up the question on camera right
That's
now.
good.
Should I?
That's good. It's really radio is really tough because of the parameters of the FCC.
Mhm.
So just make sure you know all of that information. There's a lot of jargon that gets used. We couldn't do this without an FCC lawyer. We couldn't do this without an FCC engineer. They don't have black ones.
You don't have black.
They don't be having no black
Oh.
engineers and black. Well, there may be one or there may be a few, but we're not finding a lot of black lawyers. So it's a particular type of law that has to do with the Federal Communications broadcast parameters that would apply for television, radio, and they may not be doing podcasts and internet right now, but I know they want to. So I would say learn. Needs to be understood so you're not confused about any of the FCC information. And then so much technology now. All of the stuff that I would say about crossfades and skills that you gotta have, you don't even have to do that no more. That part of it, but just learn if you know the guidelines of the FCC, you really want to do community radio because it's big business. There's a lot of people who support community radio, a lot of social responsibility dollars, I think they're called, larger corporations.
Yeah.
They use their social responsibility dollars to support a number of community radio stations. We've just been kind of behind the rock and underneath the snow. We've been
kind of new.
And kind of new. So we ain't been seen yet. But it's really it's a great industry because community radio provides so much tangible connection to community. It's like a community catalyst. This is where the local artists send their music. This is where we had a show in Minneapolis. It was 90s, 80s, and 90s called Rush It or Flush It. That was the name of the show.
Rush It or Flush It.
Rush It or Flush It. Shout out to anybody know. Rush It or Flush It. So your song got played. The DJ came on, was like, hey, this is Lil Ray. He from the South Side. He gonna drop this on us. They play the song, and then they open up the phone lines out.
Oh,
And the
Rush it
community
and
got to
flush
say,
it.
rush it or flush it. There was a lot of flushing going on. There was a lot of flushing going on. But the critique from the community is still something that's so valuable. Some artists will have to might be like, I like the song. I thought it was good, or I didn't like the song. But it's that dialogue that is enriching the community.
right.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Oh, I do like that. I didn't know. I had to listen to it again. Now, if we did something like that, you could rush it or flush it and tell them if they want to hear it again, go to their Spotify or go to their whatever.
Right.
That capability didn't exist back then.
Okay.
So they stay on the trends because the tech is so like home. You know what I'm saying? And the radio stations doing it from home because the technology is kind of evolved to that. So stay current with the technology and just know all the guidelines. The FCC, the 5 members change every time there's a president.
Okay.
It's 5 different dudes.
Every time there's a president of the United States.
Every time there's a new president, they select 5 people to govern the FCC. So it changes.
That's a really known.
It's those people will also determine the rules and the guidelines. So some people came in and they stopped doing certain stuff for community radio. And then some people, I think Obama was like people they brought back something that was taken away. So it's really just stay involved in that. Stay involved with the FCC and all of the guidelines, all of the recommendations, and the changes that might happen because that's how you lose a station. If you want to do community radio, you got to be involved with them because a change in the president changes the seat. They go in and change something, and if you're not aware of that change, you lose the station.
That is very interesting. Let's get back to we got some. All right, we got some information. Big shout out to Brother Calvin, Program Director at KRDB 90.7 East Valley, y'all. Yaggah all day. You already know how we do. You know what I'm saying? We stay globalized, you know what I'm saying, from the United States all the way to the Ivory Coast. I want to give a big shout out to my brother, my big brother, Emma Bewu, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Glad to hear from you. And also to all the folks out there who are striving for success. Don't stop. Never give up. Keep on going. Keep on pushing.
Yeah.
Talking about volunteers right before the break.
Yeah.
So what roles do volunteers play in supporting the station's fundraising efforts?
Oh wow! So let's take for this party that we're throwing. We need volunteers, hands on deck, to be in the building. We need volunteers to help us process anybody's donation that they want to write out, the paperwork. One other way that volunteers will be able to help us, we're having a pledge drive. We're going to have on that Saturday what we're doing, we're going to have some divergent sounds playing, and we're going to do some pitching while the party is going on. And we want the volunteers to answer phones for us.
Nice.
And
Okay.
be able to help walk people who want to call in and donate through the donation process. Also, just the setup of all of this, the tear down, the eyes on documents and paperwork for us, the creativity in a flyer or a post making. Those are other areas that volunteers would in. And word of mouth, just really having a commitment of telling your mom, your pa, your uncle, your cousin, your nephew, tell them all about the community radio station that's here in the Valley, trying to do something big, trying to provide a space for healing and resilience. And that's really where volunteers are. That word of mouth is really what's up.
Facts indeed. Facts indeed.
So I've heard that KRDP or 90.7 FM is one of the only Black-owned.
The only.
It's the only.
The only FCC.
Yeah.
So there are 25 Black-owned radio stations in the nation out of 15,000 plus, more than 15,000 total.
Okay.
There's only 225 that are owned or operated by Black and nonprofit organizations. We are number 225 and number 224. 91.9 FM soon to come for the West Valley in
Okay.
2024, and then 90.7 FM. Those are both under those are our licenses there on the studio. So we are, like I said, there's only 200 that are identified as Black.
Okay.
Out of 15,000 plus, there's more than 15,000.
Right.
You know, so that's a small, that's not even 5%
Right.
of the, and I mean, if the nation is 14, parity for broadcast stations. And that means a lot of our communication has been silenced and muted. You know, a lot of what could have been said by us, because we don't have the platforms, is not being said.
Yeah.
The perspectives are not being heard. The perceptions are not being shared. So, you know, it's an uphill battle.
Mhm.
Now, I knew it going in. It's an uphill battle, but it is, it's 224, 225, 97 and
But
91.9. The only ones here in the state of Arizona.
in the state of Arizona.
Yeah. There's not, as I said, not very many. Most of them are on the East Coast. There is another one in Vegas. I believe there are 2 in California, but in the state of Arizona, we are the soul of the valley. We are the soul.
All right. So we know we have the event coming up on the 28th.
Mhm.
We want to mention that again here at the Phoenix Center for the
Yeah,
artists. Do we already
yeah.
have a time that that's starting?
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be an evening party. So later on, I think 9 o'clock is when we got to get up out of here.
Oh, okay.
We got to wrap it
We got a
up.
curfew.
Yeah, you know, all the things on the campus, so you know it'll be until 9, but we'll probably start the party around 5 o'clock. Have a little bit of shindig time when the sun go down. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna we've been told to make sure we ain't starting nothing while the sun's still beating down on us. And we will have the outside courtyard. You know, we're gonna be having some. There'll be 4 areas where you can go and listen to music and dance from our host. We haven't identified those hosts yet. We're gonna battle it out tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we'll have a mix and mingle kind of lounge here in the basement with the studio and then the black box. And then we'll have vendors and some beverages of choice in the it'll be a little something, but we want you to come out. We want you to support us as a sustaining donors, or if you want to just come out for the party, we're gonna charge you $90.70.
$90.70.
90.7 FM in the East Valley. Why you laughing, bro?
Y'all got number on prices. I ain't
There you
gonna
go.
say
Look, listen, we can say the price of that one because it's our event. You know what I'm saying? So we talking $90.70 gets you
$90.77.
3 floors of party. And it's gonna be a best dressed contest because it's Halloween. I know people gonna be coming in, so we got to. If you come and dressed up, you know, we're gonna give you some recognition. We might have some surprises. There'll be a scavenger hunt and you know, a lot of dancing going on. You know, I might break out the dancing shoe.
Oh my God! Bring back 1977.
Ain't no rugs up there, so I can tell you I can't cut a rug, but a brother will jitterbug. You know what I'm saying? Now we ain't gonna cut a rug, but a brother will jitterbug in a minute.
In a minute. Indeed. Well, Brother Calvin, thank you for joining us today, man.
Thank you all for having this conversation. Like I said, I don't know if these questions have ever been asked, and I'm hoping that we informed and empowered your listeners, man.
Yes, indeed. Sure. And any last advice, any shout out that you want to give out to anybody out there?
Man, shoot, big old shout out to you know, the whole valley, man. I'm telling you, I've been riding around. And, you know, whatever we did over the last, 10, 15 days to the signal, you can hear it a little bit. Shout out to my man, Roy Phillips.
Yaggah.
Mr. Roy Phillips, we appreciate you.
Yaggah.
Kaja Brown out there getting it done.
Yaggah.
So, yeah, tune in. Keep. And tell them, listen, if you're a listener, you can interact. I know, he ain't give you the number, but you can call us anytime. 602
633-2662. Okay. You know what I'm saying? 602-633-2662, man. Give us the call right now, live and direct, man.
Right.
We appreciate everybody here for coming through. Mr. Clean B, Dr. Shine, Brother Calvin, okay, all DP live and direct. Can I get a yaga all day? Yaga. Thank you. We'll see y'all next. Thank you very much.
Love it.
Ah,
Yaga all day. I love the
Yaga all day. Yes, all day, every day. I appreciate everybody out there for
We
joining.
might need to edit up some of that audio. That was some good dialogue. Because I think we might be able to like just run the questions and a little bit of the answer. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. See that? Because we might like. I've been running these trauma. I want to support. Because during the times when nobody's here, that's reasonable. That's really about reasonable. So we got to talk about it more. So, hey, let's get started. Oh wow, man, I love it.
Man,
I love it.
Brother Calvin, yes, indeed. In the building. Hey, that's some, I said some wave. Who's waving, man? Who's waving? I'm waving in back. Keep your vibe. Big shout out. Big shout out. Big. Only, I still like the only brother. Okay. Well, this is what that for back to. I thought you were. Yaga. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Before we get out of here, I want to thank y'all. Okay, all right. So, I want to thank those out there who was, curious about PLCC, only know there was this was a great opportunity going and listening. These agencies about the American Kevin, whether he's saying, why would you like to do it? Why are we so important to submit to the community? And yes, you guys can support. Any way you can support, you know what I'm saying? Donate, you know what I'm saying? Like, watch the show because there's the show. But mostly, like you said, we have an event coming up, and we have some events coming up soon. So, let's come and support that. Support the Radiocast, so live, all the things out there that you guys are with. Like, love the content, know what we're here, you know what I'm saying? Things like this, I can just, just keep us alive, keep us elevated, keep us going, portfolio out there, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, like I said, just an honor, just to be here. I know a lot of time I always say that this is like a therapeutic, you know what I'm saying, which I still believe it is, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, if it wasn't for KLDP, I would have been in a whole different area right now. My mind would have been somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? But then I stay focused, I believe in supporting the community, especially supporting us. You know what I'm saying? For those out there who know who I am, you know what I'm saying, y'all know that I will support us. Because I support everybody, but I will support us. You know what I'm saying? And we need you just like I need us. You know what I'm saying? We need you to, to keep on watching us, to keep on supporting, keep on just sponsoring, just give us a big shout out, you know what I'm saying? Just like Brother Calvin said, there's only a few black radio station, black community radio station. And y'all the voice for that. You're the reason why we are here. So we appreciate all the love and support. We appreciate just the sincerity of you guys. Just keep on pushing us and just keep on editing us so we can bring content, we can bring educational content for everybody out there to learn, because this is what the Yaggah movement is about. It's about learning. It's about learning from each other, learning from one another, and for all my African, I am a proof of that. Yes, indeed, I am a proof. I'm the example of what's going on the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. We need to come together, you know what I'm saying, and stop tribalizing amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you live in Avondale, Buckeye, Mesa, you know what I'm saying, somewhere in North Scottsdale, but whenever there's something going on, let's come together. Let's support one another. You know what I'm saying? This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Dr. Sean, you want to add something up before we let the people go? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we need your support. We need you to come volunteer. We need your talent. We need your skills. Everyone can do something, so let's make it happen. Let's keep this radio station going. Yaggah.
Yaggah all day. Blessings, you already know, man. You are genuine. No, don't forget it. Don't you forget it.